this might be another big dance with V Rocket and Stone Love. And I think Clement Irie was on Stone Love and Lecturer was on V Rocket. You remember that dance?
Big dance. It was a Monday night at the Marcus Garvey Center, muscle. And Clement Irie got his big tune at the time.
Mhm.
And him and Rory traveled to do shows in the UK. And again, we had Lecturer and a number of the other DJs, Penny Irie, Teacher Desi, Edgington, Scraper Banton, and our Mixer Wolf, which he played a great part. Ruben, the selector, Parliament, the operator. So the team was there. Rory had come in and the dance was set. It was a Monday night. Again, it was a great turnout. And it was head to head, round for round, tune for tune. And the end of that night, Rory said, "No way, I need a rematch straight away." And obviously, I used to see Clement Irie run at jammies all the time.
Mhm.
Every time I went, Clement Irie was based at round at jammies. And although he used to see me cutting tons of dubs, he didn't realize how good the sound was until he came to the UK. So at the end of that clash, I mean, there was no competition, no disrespect to Clement, right? He had this big tune, but the guys then, they was outnumbered, so to speak, because we had much more DJs working that night. So they asked us for a rematch. And that rematch was in Silver Sands in a town called Huddersfield, about 2 weeks after, 2 weeks promotion. And listen,
Mhm.
roadblock, no joke.
Mhm.
And when we signed on with a Frankie Paul.
Mhm.
In Nottingham, there lives a sound who plays the brightest dubs. The Rocket. Rory will tell you, when we signed on, he said, so we did again. So, and after that, he said he would never travel to the UK and leave his dub plate selection.
Mhm.
He always talks about those two dances. I think he mentions it. He mentioned that clash in the documentary, actually.
Mhm. That's crazy. Was there another song that came up from Jamaica that you guys had to really put it on at that time there also?
Oh, we used to play all the sounds that used to come up. I remember St. Marcus Garvey Center, we had a clash with Killamanjaro.
Okay.
Bonnie General was on Jaro. Ninja Man was on Jaro. But me and Ninja was like this. So it was very difficult for them to really come at us because of the respect, so to speak. So again, it was one of those nights. Lecturer was on the sound. Those dances are legendary, muscle. Those clashes are real memorable dances. So all the sounds there, Bodyguard. I remember a night we played Bodyguard. We played Bodyguard in Leicester. Iconic dance. This is how we earned our Super Cat dubs from back in those days. And we're going many years back. Early B the Duck, Ninja Man. All those guys was on Bodyguard that night. And Tiger was performing on that show. But he was going to be performing on stage.
Mhm.
Right? So we had our team. And Bodyguard played the Ninja Man, Gone Up a Moon. But Ninja Man had already designed that song long before then.
Mhm.
V Rocket. He wrote that song for us. So when Bodyguard played it, right, and we came on, and the Inja said, only one son go to the moon and back on a V-rocket. And we dropped the dub, right? I remember Johnny coming over and saying, are we recording the dance? Make sure it's recorded, because when the dance finish, I want a copy of it. And I remember when the dance, during the dance, the vibe was so hot that Tiger didn't even wait for the stage show. He just took the mic, our mic, right? And say, rock bottom. Anything we say when we say rock bottom. Rock bottom was a store in Jamaica that used to sell cheap things.
Mhm.
And the man just mashed up the place. So the Monday, we was at home and the phone rang. And it was a brethren that was pouring with Cat and the promoters. I think, if I remember rightly, I think it was Specialist that get that dance.
Okay.
And the question was, did we want some Super Cat? So we earned our Super Cats by the performance at that dance.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusichut.com.